Fred Free Radio. This is Fiona from the 75th Berlinale with Rebecca Lenkiewicz and Vicky Krieps, director and actor in Hot Milk screening in competition. So while I was watching the film, even afterwards reading about the film, I found that one of the stereotypes about women that I think we found most difficult to eradicate is that women don't work well together, that we have difficulties and we struggle to be supportive of each other. And I think Hot Milk is the living proof that that's not the case, that we can be a super successful team. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's a hugely, two amazing female producers, predominantly female cast, female director. It was a wonderful synergy of women, and women are just a force when let rip. Yeah.
Yes. I think women are best when they don't feel like they have to compete or they have to prove something. I think women go wrong when they feel like there's someone in the room next to them trying to control, is this right what you're doing? You know, because then that pressure and that stress builds up, and then sometimes it can go wrong.
Absolutely. But this, the book is very female. Deborah Levy is this incredible, powerful female writer. And we wanted to make something very muscular, not in any sort of stereotype of this is it was just muscular. We were never saying it is this or that, but we're all, artists who want to make something startling and strange and surprising. Yeah. And that was what we wanted to do, and we did it.
The story is very female oriented, but at the same time it's very universal. I mean, it could happen to everybody, especially this codependent relationship, this mother-daughter. We've all been there in a way.
Absolutely. And it can be, especially between women, can be very violent. And it's, if we speak of emancipation or freeing or whatever, we also have to talk about how violent women can be. Women are not essentially non-violent creatures, and that is also important to say, because that is one kind of the spectrum. And if we want to heal, we have to heal in every one of us, in all the dynamics, in all the relationships.
Yeah, but each of these women have a life force, and they've been stopped in some way. And so it's very interesting just to see how they break free, in different ways, or don't. I think watching them not being able to break free is more interesting in some ways, because we're not here to present, a happy ending. It's just interrogating life and love and loss.
At the same time, the film felt a bit like therapy to me, because therapy in a way makes you see things that in your life that you can see clearly. And that's what happens in the film. I mean, eventually they don't solve their problems, but at least they're right there.
Yes. It makes you feel, I think a good film makes you feel uncomfortable. Take that home with you, or comfortable, but usually uncomfortable. And then it does something to you, and I think Agnes Varda said, it's not about showing it, but about what you don't show. It's about what you don't explain. It's about what you don't, I don't give you an answer, but then you go home with the question. And then you actually go home with some.
Yeah. And we've all had childhoods, and we've all had parents, and there's not many of us who've had perfection in that area. We do our best and all of that, but there's always cracks, but that's where the light comes in, as Leonard Cohen says. The cracks are interesting.
Well, last thing, even if it's a book adaptation, the film is full of silences, looks. There are so many things that are told without being actually told. So I was wondering, for your different points of view, how did you act on this and did you direct this?
I trusted Vicky and the actors and their instincts. I didn't say, stop here, be quiet here. There's a script and that's a map. But really, these actors, they're so brilliant. And I think that my tendency is to give less words so that they have more space to be.
Yeah, it's just a very honest approach to filmmaking, that the film has never existed before, so we don't know what it is. And we can only find it while we're making it, so it can only be new, so it can only be something we don't understand. And we can just let it happen and see it unfold, right? And Rebecca's very open to that.
And the pictures that, you know, Christopher Blaufeld made and the compositions that the actors made organically, I mean, they can say so much more than, you know, a big speech sometimes, you know, just watching someone is fascinating, watching someone's face. There's nothing more interesting. Sometimes you just don't need words.
Yeah.
Grazie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We've been talking to Rebecca Lenkiewicz and Vicky Krieps, director and actor in Hot Milk, screening in competition at the 75th Berlinale, and this is Chiara Nicoletti for Fred, the Festival Insider.